So we're going to make a tall, skinny bag, and this is so easy. The one measurement you need to remember is 2 3/4 inches. And if you forget, now you can write these down if you need to beforehand, but this is every 2 3/4 inches. So 2.75 plus 2.75 is 5.5 inches, 8 1/4, 11 inches. So we're going to do that. When you are using designer series paper and you're simply scored, you want to use the larger ball end of the stylus for your simply scored so that you don't rip through your paper, and don't push, just push lightly. So I'm going to do 2 3/4 right here, and then 5.5, and then 8 2/4. Hello, I'm going to get that right. 8 2/4, 8 1/4. Yes, you got it. And 11 inches. So that's every 2 3/4 inches. Now you're going to turn it. Whoop, just kidding. Turn it 90 degrees. And you want the bottom of your print to be on the left-hand side. And then do another 2 3/4 inches. I'm going to set that aside for just a moment. We will be using it for the second bag. We're going to be doing 2 of these. So you decide which one you want out, and usually whichever side you want to show is the side that you'll put up on your simply scored, because remember, you want to score the valley will be on the outside. So I'm just using my bone folder to make sure that these are all nice and crisp folds. Now, sometimes I find that one side of the pattern paper is easier to see the score lines on than the other. And so just work it around till you find out which way that is. You do not need this little tiny piece in the corner. You can just cut it and throw it away. Then you're going to cut up from the bottom along all of those score lines. Okay, I'm going to use our tear and tape adhesive. You can also use the Stampin' Seal Plus. You want to put it just right here on that little 1-inch fold, because when you put it together like this, it's going to make a perfect box. You're going to put another strip of tear and tape right there. That's all you need. Then we'll put this together. I'm going to take off my tear and tape before I fold it all the way together. It makes it a little easier. So if you've done it right, you should just be able to fold it like this. Don't let the bottom stick together yet. Here's your basic box. Now you'll figure out which 2 are the sides. Doesn't matter, does not really matter. And the piece that has the tape on it goes on last. Now, this is a great box. It happens to fit like a little mini Martinelli's or sparkling cider thing perfectly. And here's a couple of different ways to finish this off. You can just simply fold this up, fold both sides in, kind of make your own little gussets like this. Then you could just use a little clip and clip on a tag. Very simple, like this. That's kind of fun and easy. Or you can take a little hole punch. You're only going to cut like a half a circle through both of those edges. The reason that you do that is to keep your ribbon in place. Okay, so I'm just doing like a half a circle, and if I start with the first one and then do the second one, I can kind of line them up perfectly, or better, I should say. This will just hold that ribbon right in place. That bag took less than a couple of minutes. That's a lot less than jumping in the car and going to get a bag. Now here's another version of that same bag, same measurements, and I kind of folded my gussets in this way, and then I folded the gussets this way. And then you just put your gift in, punch a hole on both, right off center on both sides, and that will go through all of these little pieces. You're just going to wrap a little piece of ribbon through all of them, thread it through all of the holes, and it makes kind of a star fold on the top of your bag. Okay, now if you have a direction on your paper, you'll probably want it to go up and down on your Simply Scored to start. Let's use our large stylus tip once again, and this time we're going to score at 2 and 10 inches. These are the sides of this bag. This one's more like a clutch, really, 2 inches and 10 inches. Then we're going to turn 90 degrees, and we're going to do a score at 4 inches, 6 inches, 10 inches. Let's make sure I do that right. And then the last one is 11.5 inches. You're just doing like a half an inch at the end. This is optional. You don't have to do this, but I like to do this because sometimes the pattern, you can't tell where to open the bag when you're done. So I'll show you how this one works. Again, we're going to use our bone folder. Now we'll use the not so Christmassy side. Do I want to? Yeah. Then I can use it for my husband's birthday in January, right? Provided I have a gift for him. Okay, so just feel for your all of the next score lines. Your paper will naturally just want to do that. Oh, there's my last one right there. You'll want to fold in the right spot. Okay, now with the last piece, that half an inch, we're going to fold it back so that we can see the edge of this little bag. You're going to cut right here. So that is the 2 pieces that are closest together, like this. Now you are going to cut off this little corner. You don't need this corner. So cut along those score lines. And you don't need this corner. Okay, we're going to put a little piece of adhesive right here and right here. So our tear and tape in those 2 places on the bottom. So this is the part that has the piece folded back, and we're going to put the tape there and there. And then right here on these 2 little pieces that fold in. Now take off this tape. Another thing you may want is a little bit of tape right here. I'm going to just use my Stampin' Seal to fold this back. That makes my top flap. There we go. Now we're ready to put this together. I've taken the adhesive off, and I'm just going to put this, let me see if I can put it down this way. So you're going to match that piece up right there, and this piece up with the back. That's the back of this bag. Then we'll take this piece off. See if I can lay it down a little bit for you. Oh, come on. Come on. You know, if the hardest thing I have to do today is take off my tear and tape, it's a good day. So this is your box. Now don't be worried. Yes, it does not cover right here. But what you do is you just push in on the sides, match up the top like this, make a little gusset, and on this side, so that this piece can fold over. Look at that. That is your little clutch that you can put something in. You could even fold a small t-shirt or some clothes. So many things. It's quite a nice large size since you've got a 2-inch base. And yeah, it opens up beautifully. And just wrap a piece of ribbon around it. Here's one that I have this is the one that is finished. And I used the little square from the corner for this one.